my setup for this trade and how I set my stop loss and how this all happened. So to give background, I woke up really early to go snowboarding, and right before going snowboarding, I noticed this trend right here. And as you can see, closures, support, are hitting resistance, and then resistance on this trend. You can see this is the descending channel. And then what happened after this was these two closures happened. What I like to see and what I want to confirm is once a trend line is broken, it'll come back and retest the trend line, and does it hold up? I didn't have time, and I was going to go snowboarding, so there was going to be no reception. So what I did was, as you can see here, is I set a stop loss for this blue line right here. Basically right after this red, I was like, okay, if this potentially wicks down, I'm going to go in for a long. And what my hope is that this trend line here is going to hold, and that the next price action is gonna bounce off of this trend line. And I didn't want to set it lower just in case it only bounced off of this support, horizontal support, instead of going all the way down to this trend line. But what it looked like happened is it did hit that trend line right there. And then you can see this is my target and what I was setting. So then when I got home, it was already trading inside this region right here. I slept super early, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let it ride, and I'm gonna set a stop loss at basically a little above this at 550. And on when I was sleeping, this is when I got stopped out. And even though it was $100 trade, I didn't factor in transaction fees, and the transaction fees, when added all up, since I was only trading about 20.22, 0.21 roughly Bitcoin, with all the transaction fees, I came out negative $3. And I was hoping that, I was like, okay, that should be a good place, and that should be break even for me. So lesson learned is I need to do the math on my transactions ahead of time before just setting an arbitrary stop loss. This also comes into all the different ways I've lost money before, is by being lazy and not doing just not doing more due diligence and more detailed work of just calculating it out. And then instead of just eyeballing it and be like, okay, I think this is where my break-even point is, because I was tired and then I went to sleep. $3 is not that much, but in the grand scheme of things, that'll translate into other losses. So it's good I only lost $3 this time, but it could have been a lot more another time. So it's better that I build those financial habits, those trading habits now, so that this doesn't happen over a longer period of time where it adds up, or for a bigger significant trade. So I just wanted to share that, because I was editing the video that I recorded, and I just realized, so you have no idea of the setup of this trade. So this gives more context. And then I hope all of these mistakes and learning lessons that I'm going through are helping you as well. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my own experiences and personal opinions of what I'm going through while I explore and trade within the crypto space. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel to get more behind the scenes of all my different Bitcoin trading, altcoins, and different adventures inside the crypto space, plus up-to-date news. Cheers, we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye.